Odds are, you've never heard of this place. Odds are, whatever you think you know about it, it's probably wrong. For decades, the only stories making it out of here were about war, landmines, corruption, the usual headlines that keep places like this in the dark, the kind of dangers that keep most people away. This is Angola, a country twice the size of France, yet most people couldn't place it on a map. To many, Angola remains a mystery, waiting to be understood. But something is happening here, something different. Curious, maybe a little reckless, we set out, friends, filmmakers, and adventurers, to see it for ourselves, to uncover its stories, to see Angola with our own eyes. What we don't know is that this would be an adventure we'll never forget. Alrighty, we made it to the airport.
Ready to go. And what are you most nervous about?
Do you want the short list, the long list? Most nervous about driving over dangerous explosive thingies.
Oh yeah, the live mines.
We made it, I made it, to Angola. Yeah, where the f is Angola, right? I was spending the first few days actually in Luanda, like in the downtown Luanda. I didn't film because that was probably the sketchiest place I've ever been to so far. Like, what the fuck are you doing solo traveling as a white person in Luanda?
With the gang all here, we had a month on the road ahead. Unknown beds, maybe questionable meals, and the kind of stories that only happen when you say yes to everything. But first, time to prep the gear. Alrighty, my dudes, it is the first day of Angola. We are gonna be getting the cars right now. Josh and Chris just went out.
Got some serious gear here.
Oh yeah.
That's what I've been working out for.
Yeah. So this is all of our camp gear for the next 3 weeks, eh?
All 7 of us are gonna fit in these 2 things. Can you imagine?
Let's tight squeeze.
Check this out. The back seat shenanigans are going to be epic because look at this. Oh no, draw me like one of your French girls, baby. I'm gonna sleep here, babe.
How's it looking in here?
The way we like it.
What are we doing here?
Just gonna have a shower. And I landed in Africa.
The buzz wore off fast. That first hit adrenaline, the thrill of movement, it faded just in time for reality to punch us in the face. The trip had barely started, and already we had a problem.
We've had a bit of a nightmarish night. We still haven't been able to get out of the city. Our car didn't have a trunk that locked, so we couldn't drive through Africa with it, obviously. But we just found a hotel. She called them and everything.
How clutch is that?
Sure, minor setbacks, but after a good night's rest, we finally left the city. Finally free of Luanda's grip, we hit the road. Our first destination, Miradura, where time and weather carved canyons into something brutal yet beautiful. As the sun bled over the ridges, we got our first real taste of Angola. It's the kind of place that reminds you, this is Africa, and it's going to play by its own rules. Alright, we've gotten officially to our first viewpoint of the trip.
Every time I say something in English to you, I want you to translate it to Angolan Portuguese. And every time you hear Angolan Portuguese, I want you to translate it to English, starting with everything we say after this direct shot, okay? Do you know, is there a place at Miradura where we can take photos from the bottom?
É só perguntarem aí, tem sim uma entrada para praia.
There's some ladies selling fish. Just ask there, and there's an entrance to the beach.
Directions in hand, the clock was still working against us. Then, luck. Or maybe just the kindness of strangers. A local woman steps in, pointing the way. A small win in a place that doesn't make things easy.
So the situation is that the very nice woman we met earlier with the kids was kind enough to bring us down to the beach. Anyway, we're gonna see if the location, the shots are worth it, and see you down there.
One stop down, and we were ready to drive headfirst into the storm, literally and figuratively, toward our next destination. But Angola doesn't let you move forward without a reminder of where it's been. History lingers here, heavy and unshakable.
The level of poverty is fucked, man. How the hell is that bad?
You see, for 27 years, Angola tore itself apart in a brutal civil war. And when the dust settled, the country was rich in oil and diamonds, but the wealth never trickled down. And yet, people hustle. They find joy despite the chaos. Because that's what people do. Angola's story isn't just about oil, war, or corruption. It's about resilience. And it's about the people who refuse to be defined by the worst parts of their history.
Another day in Angola. Gonna be exploring some waterfalls, and we got a really cool site we're going to, but we got wild Josh Goopy talking to the kids yet again.
Bom dia. Foto. Tengo foto. Para tu. Sí.
Hola!
Hola!
Perfecto. That's gonna be my reaction when I see the waterfall. Whoa! This is the biggest waterfall in the world! Can you believe that? Wow! So we are on our way to Calendula, and we are feeling pretty remote right now, to be honest. It's a really cool aesthetic out here. Like, it's just huts and villages and tons of people. Oh my god. Holy shit. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I just see it. What? Wow. Oh, it's huge. That is a big waterfall. Do you see it? Oh my god. Calendula looks amazing. Let's go check it out.
Seventh biggest waterfall in the world.
Yeah, not a single tourist.
Cars are packed. It's time to see what this waterfall is all about. Incredible. It's crazy to think that you go to one of the world's largest waterfalls and not a soul is there. It's not necessarily easy to get here, but it's worth it. I don't know, something about experiencing things, just pure nature and not the crowds or the saturation or the million photos, and being able to just be there. It's worth getting out of the house for, that's for sure. It's worth getting a bit uncomfortable for.
This gets me so happy. I don't know. Doing stuff like this with friends in a crazy environment, it's sick. Life is good. Life is amazing.
Here's the thing. Nobody talks about Angola like they do Namibia or Botswana. No glossy brochures and curated, quote, wild experiences. Just raw, untamed beauty for someone willing to do the work. Tourism here is practically non-existent. No polished marketing campaigns, no well-trodden paths. Which means most travelers never bother, and it's their loss. Because Angola is wild in the best possible way.
All right, so it's raining super heavily right now. It's Christmas Eve and we're on our way to Pungo Dongo. The hope is here that it clears up. Christmas miracle would be really nice because I don't think we want to spend Christmas camping in the rain.
Had some clear skies earlier. It should come.
It could come back,
Well,
right?
it'll come back. It'll come back. Very optimistic.
Lauren, how you feel about this?
It's not ideal, but I feel like we'll still have fun. Somehow.
I agree. It'll still be a good Christmas regardless.
I think it's not looking great for tonight, but I think we'll make the best of it.
I'm still optimistic that we could have a Christmas miracle. 3, 2, 1.
getting stuck in the most beautiful locations. Like, is the universe trying to tell us that we don't take it in? Because we're always on the go.
Maybe to slow down, you know? Maybe.
Pole.
Enjoy. Gotta enjoy.
So the only thing we can do is either tow it off with Kialika, or we're just gonna try to send it through the pit here.
There's also a really massive rock right there.
Oh, wait, hey, Josh, wait! Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Oh no! At least you're shirtless.
Yeah. Looking good.
Hey! Oh my god!
After getting bogged down, we watched the daylight slip away. No grand sunset, no perfect shot. Just a slow grind of failure and the mud in our boots. So we backtracked, cut our losses, found a place to regroup and salvage what was left of Christmas Eve.
This is the current setup right now. Land Cruiser getting all cozy. And then this side, we've got Christmas lights. Guys got the festive car.
Not bad, guys.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas.
Ever.
Christmas ever.
So cool.
Dude.
First time spending Christmas Eve in a parking lot. Never would have thought that I was going to spend Christmas Eve in Angola in a parking lot. We ended up in this small little village somewhere in Angola. It's actually a beautiful landscape, but we couldn't manage to actually get to a camping spot now. So, very kind police officer from this little village came to us and suggested that we should actually camp next to a school, abandoned school right there. Very, very kind people. Let us stay here, very secure. We're going to set up camp now, make some food and enjoy Christmas. Also gonna spend Christmas with our new neighbors, so gonna cheer with the ladies. For you, Joe.
Cheers.
How do you like this Christmas?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good Christmas. It's a big change, isn't it? Do you
Big change. Yeah. It's first time outside Canada for Christmas and came pretty far, but I'm enjoying it.
It's easy to buy into the idea that people from far-off places are somehow alien, fundamentally different from us. Scratch below the surface, and you'll find that, like us, they're shaped by traditions, histories, struggles, and small joys that feel strangely familiar. Travel has a way of stripping down those assumptions, turning broad generalizations into something real, something human. And if Angola teaches us anything, it's exactly that.
That was very awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I know. I just felt like out of all the interactions we had, that one felt the most like just a genuine conversation. Singing to the kid was really cute.
Yeah, that was very cute.
She was terrified.
She was absolutely.
When you guys started singing, it sounded like a little Christmas movie or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Need to light some more.
No, go. Quick, light him up.
All right. So we are packed up, ready to go. It is a beautiful sunrise. We're about to get some banger shots.
So we got a Christmas miracle this morning. The sun came out. It did not look like there was any sun in the horizon, but wow. And this place looks incredible. So it's time to check it out.
As quickly as the weather changed, so did the environment. And soon, we found ourselves headed towards the canyonlands of Colinas.
After a very long couple-day transit, 3 days we've been in transit now, just to get to this side of the country, and the terrain has changed completely. We've gone from total jungle to pure desert. Yeah, we're just about to roll up on our campsite, 13 minutes away, and we're very excited because this place is supposed to be really cool. So, big moment. It could be amazing.
Whoa!
Dude.
Look at that!
This is crazy, dude. You can do so much cool stuff here. And we're spending 2 nights here, dude.
Two nights.
Oh my god.
I think it's time to fly.
looking pretty sick. Wow.
That is absolutely insane, man.
Dude, we're on Tatooine. We're on freaking Tatooine.
We just arrived in, once again, one of the coolest spots I have ever been to so far.
The change in scenery today alone was incredible.
Cool. Just gonna be so much wicked shooting and like so much exploring to do.
This is such a unique location. We're gonna set up camp now, prep ourselves for the next 2 days, 2 nights, and yeah, see you soon.
So it's the next day. We are getting ready for this shoot. It's really toasty out here, but it's beautiful. But it makes sense how nothing is growing out here.
It is so hot in the desert right now. 33, maybe 34, 35 degrees that we spent most of the day just sitting over there in the shade. But it's around 3 o'clock, and even though it's still super hot, we gotta get the shots because the light's getting pretty dumb. So the first things first, we're getting in the car, doing some burnouts because it's cool, really. That's the only reason why. Let's go.
What's a banger, Alex?
To clarify, to define a banger, it is a shot that makes all the boys go, oh my god!
Are you talking about the bangers?
Banger!
Oh, the bangers!
The bangers!
Woo! Who's driving right now?
Vic, what do you think about the bangers?
They are banging.
All right, well, I guess it's time to bang. So, let's go.
As the sun rose over Colinas Canyon, we packed up the last of our gear. Another day, another place that leaves a mark. But the road calls, and we answer, towards something bigger, wilder. Iona National Park, the largest, oldest national park in Angola.
Big bumps coming up, guys. Okay, we have some big bumps after that gravel section.
So we are currently ripping towards Iona National Park. The sun is setting. It's going pretty good. We're just ripping down some Angolan dirt roads. Basically, the night's falling right now, so we're trying to make as much time. We're gonna have to slow down a lot when we start.
Looks like we having a situation right now.
What's going on here?
Campsite's locked.
That doesn't seem good. So what's the plan, man?
Another one or freestyle it? I'm not sure what to do.
What's going on there?
Noches.
Posible dormir aquí?
Yeah.
See?
Oh,
Perfect. Sometimes you just gotta wait.
Looks like we're not camping outside.
Going in.
Going in.
Obrigado.
Part 3.
Very nice gentleman just let us in. We were all stressed because we're like, we're gonna be driving in the middle of the night. There's no hotels, there's nothing out here. We did it in 2 hours, and we've arrived at what was meant to be a campsite, and what looks like it might be a hotel. What Josh left out is that he was driving like a fucking lunatic, dude. That's why
it only took 2 hours. We think they were just lying about the time.
We thought it was gonna be like tent on the dirt, and then it was like, oh my god, there's built houses.
How's this?
And then power comes on, and now there's this.
Just as we were settling into our little celebration, the universe, never one to let things get too comfortable, had another surprise in store for us.
Yeah, shotgun cartridge. Yeah.
See. Okay. In this area. Mucho problema.
Bandits outside the park.
Okay.
Yeah.
En la parque?
That's lucky
Parque.
Porla.
No, I can't outside. Imagine we didn't find that place.
Obrigado.
Hunters is definitely bandits and not hunters.
Yeah, we double checked.
Cool. That's exciting.
I'm a cove with scorpions and shit. Alright, yo.
So there's bandits in the area, but outside.
Scary.
Yeah, I've got a knife. Where is my knife? Here it is.
You need to be quicker than that, Ruth. Really.
We couldn't say for sure if there were bandits out there, but we also weren't in the mood to find out the hard way. Call it paranoia, call it common sense. We weren't about to roll those dice. After a quick tour of our less than luxurious accommodations, and a highly scientific round of darts to decide who got the least questionable bed, we settled in for the night. Morning came, and with it, a new friend. Because in places like this, the unexpected always has a way of showing up.
So guys, here just found a fucking scorpion in the kitchen. What the f? Oh my god.
That's wild.
That is crazy. What the f am I witnessing right now?
We're about to head out, but thinking about it this morning, we've gotten pretty lucky, especially on this leg of the trip so far.
We're definitely not in the north anymore, and we got a lot bigger things to worry about now. Bandits, lions, scorpions inside of our house. I just haven't been in a place where I've had to worry about that before, so I'm just kind of hoping we can, you know, stay safe and find a campground where nothing bad happens.
We are on our way to campsite right now. In the middle of the sand dunes, we kind of lost our route. Problem, we obviously don't have any reception or service here. Pretty hard to see any car tracks or anything because obviously people usually don't travel this place. So it's really hard to find our route right now. It's very dangerous because we might get stuck any second. It's pretty rough sand, it's pretty soft sand here and there. And we are almost out of fuel, so.
Stuck again.
Stuck again, eh?
We're getting closer.
Stuck in another scenic spot. As the sun dipped lower, so did our confidence. The creeping realization set in. There was a good chance we weren't getting out of this desert anytime soon. Iona National Park is no joke. 15,000 square kilometers of sand, plains, and jagged cliffs, stretching towards the Namibian border. And beyond that, the Namib, the oldest desert on Earth. A place so ancient, so indifferent to human struggle, that if you disappeared here, the wind would erase the evidence before anyone even thought to look. In other words, we were well and truly in the middle of nowhere. After a few times we've gotten stuck, we've actually found a pretty decent spot here. Take a look. That is not too bad. That is the border of Namibia.
Goddamn beautiful campsite. It is beautiful down there. It is right next to a river. Apparently there are crocodiles, so we gotta be careful about them. But besides that, it should be fine. When we gonna leave this place, we need to climb up a super steep hill. Obviously, only sand. Deep sand.
We definitely risked it for the biscuit today. Holy crap.
It's a bit stressful.
But it's dope!
In the meantime, let's set up camp. As the dust settled, we soon realized that tomorrow was the last day of 2024. And with another year over, we soon came to understand something. Angola is a rare and special place. And despite how extreme our situation was, it was a place that shows you what really matters in life. And as the last day of the year drew to a close, there were no fireworks, no flashy celebration, just a group of friends in the desert, sitting in silence under the clearest sky they've ever seen. And they never wanted anything more. So today is the first day of 2025. This trip has definitely pushed us way further.
Alex, it's not a very good place to poo. We can all see you.
This trip has definitely pushed us way further than any of us have really expected, and I think that's the best part, you know? Definitely makes for some crazy stories and some wild adventures. Gotta get out of this desert, gotta get into a shower. Let's get going.
All right, so we've reached our final day in Iona, and it's time to finally try and get back up the hill.
Gonna fly up the hill, like Chris Papi told me.
Best damn pilot in the force.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Here we
Get
go.
stuck in the first 5 meters.
Yeah, look, it's dude, it rips.
We made it! There's the other car. Checkpoint, baby.
Almost out of the desert. Let's go. After some aggressive off-roading on our last day with the cars, which is a bit sketchy, we've gotten to like our own complete mountain here in Tundaval and Lubango, and it is insane. Yeah, it's amazing. It's so beautiful. Sorry, flying a drone over here. I think it's cool.
Part of the reason why we travel is to understand the culture, so we wanted to meet the local tribes. But because of the language barrier and the fact that we didn't even know where to go, we recruited some help from our local friends Jesse and Adi, and the team from Okuya Adventures to be our guides to introduce us to the tribes.
All right, so we've been traveling essentially for 3 days from Lubango, Angola, in the mid-desert to reach a tribe called the Himba people. Really exciting to observe people preserving something that kind of gives us a look into what life used to be hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
And there you find one Himba, Muhimba. Oh no, it's moving with the cows. Yeah, just came back when the rain came.
We're very excited to go check out the village. Kind of our guides here had to go to the village, make sure everything's cool, make sure we can go. Super stoked, actually.
I'm looking forward to this for pretty much the last couple of weeks.
Pretty exciting, man.
Do it again. Woo!
When Mario's wooing,
You know it's gonna be great.
you know
It's gonna be good.
And there's a chief woman right now, and she will hopefully welcome us with a big heart and big soul.
Hopefully.
Backflips for the kids.
Yeah, that'd be dope. They'll probably like that a lot.
Needless to say, there was hesitation and unspoken tension in the air. That feeling when you're stepping into the unknown. Turns out, we were the first outsiders to ever set foot in this village. No pressure, right? The elder, a woman with a gaze sharp enough to cut through any nonsense, wasn't exactly rolling out the red carpet. She watched us, measured us, probably wondering if we were idiots or threats. But after a few long, quiet minutes, something shifted. She gestured for us to follow, leading us into her hut, and then, with a look that suggested both hospitality and a test, handed us a jug. Fresh cow milk, she said. Right. Fresh. The tension faded, as it always does, replaced by curiosity and laughter. We spent more time with the Himba, watching, learning, how they build their huts from earth and dung, how they tend to their cattle, how they care for one another in a way that feels both effortless and profound. Of course, we scared the hell out of the kids with our drones, and tried to make up for it with backflips. No dice. In the end, we got what we came for. A raw, unfiltered glimpse into the life here. But we also got something that we didn't expect, an understanding of how they hold on to their world. And most importantly, that unmistakable thing that happens when humans, despite their differences, connect. The next day, we soon moved on, heading towards the Mokbal. But history has a way of lingering, and it wasn't long before we were reminded of the darker truths they've had to endure.
Here in South Africa, these are one of the most old paintings and drawings in the world.
In the world.
Yeah. And some people would actually grab these and go sell in the black market.
Oh.
Yeah. Some of the collectors would buy these rocks.
That's so sad.
We had covered all around it, all this area. They have this. Has it struck it? You know, you guys are kind of removing the surface and selling it.
In the past, when government want a project to change the flag of Angola, the purpose of new flag have a design the big sun like this in middle of the flag. 8 lines is a reference. 8 big tribes in Angola. You have 8 big tribes to represent all the country, and you have a little bit subgroup inside. The first language is Portuguese, but we have more 8 language.
It's hard to wrap your head around it. These paintings, these quiet ancestral testaments, have been here long before borders, before nations drew lines in the sand. And if the universe is kind, they'll remain long after we're nothing but dust. But greed doesn't care much for history. It takes, it erases, it leaves scars where stories used to be. And that's the real tragedy, losing something that cannot be replaced. A sobering reminder that places like this need protecting. That maybe, just maybe, we should think about preservation before we bulldoze the past. Later that night, we sat with the local tribe. More time, more stories, another glimpse into a world that, if we're lucky, won't be just another thing lost to time. And just like that, we found ourselves at the end of the road. The last tribe. The last day in Angola.
So we're back at the tribe's last day, last tribe, last sun. We don't really know too much what to expect because we never really do with these tribes.
Bom dia.
Bom dia.
The boss of the village.
Bom dia.
Some families have a lot of cows. The necklace is represent the quantity of how many cows have.
Really?
Yeah.
She's got a lot of cows.
You think we can trade a necklace for a cow?
The one man, this village, for this guy, have 2, 3 wives. Number 1 is a grandmom of the village, and another is a help us to teaching the kids, prepare food.
Do they speak Portuguese?
No, speak Nhaneca Umbi. It's name of the tribe and the language. Local for Willa, a little bit and east of Anguilla.
And so leader of the village is not dressed traditionally, I would assume.
When transition with the independence, the past have some men in the village have a power to control people in another village to help us the Portuguese government. Colonization finished, these men not change. Now work with the government. Have a link into traditional and conventional law and government.
You're only in Africa once.
We're clapping.
On our last day, as we spent time with the Mwila people, Adi said something simple, yet profound. I want to show people the real Angola. And it made me stop. What is the real Angola? Is it the vast, untamed landscapes that stretch beyond the horizon? The tribes who carry their traditions through generations? Or is it something harder to define? Something felt in the warmth of a shared meal, in the quiet resilience of its people, in the stories that live in every corner of this place? What I do know is this: Angola stays with you. It surprises you. It challenges what you thought you knew. We came here to capture its beauty, to film places few have seen. But we leave with something much greater: a deep, unexpected connection. Angola is more than a hidden gem. It's a place waiting to be understood, to be celebrated. And if you come here with an open heart, it just might change you too.
It's a good day to have a great day!
Ha ha ha!